Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to do this quick video on how to search on the MLS. I want to start this video by saying you should take a full MLS training, which the association provides. They usually do MLS 101, 201, 301, and they have like probably even an additional courses on the MLS. So eventually, definitely take a training, a full training on the MLS. But today, the whole point of this video is like if you haven't had a chance to really take that training and you need to do a search, so you want to get straight to the point. How do I look for properties? Um, I'm gonna basically walk you through that in this video. So let me share my screen. So basically, we're gonna go here. We're gonna log into our MLS. We're gonna click Miami Gateway. Log in. Once we're logged in, we're gonna go here. We're gonna click on Matrix to open up and get the MLS. All right, so once you're here, there's a lot of ways to search. If you know, let's talk about three things. If you know the MLS number, so you're looking for a specific property, or if you know the address, or if you're basically doing a criteria search, meaning a client tells you, hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in Miramar. Okay. So let's go through each one. If you know the MLS number, you can just enter it here. You can just enter the MLS number here, hit enter, and it'll take you to the property. So just put it on the navigation bar. You could also put the address here if you have it, and sometimes it'll bring it up. If for whatever reason it doesn't, just go to search and make sure you're under the right criteria. So let me get into that real quick. If you're looking for single family condo, anything that's residential and it's for sale, then you would click here. Okay, you would look under single family / condo. If you're looking for multifamily, a duplex, triplex, something like that, then you would go under residential income. If you're looking for land, you would go under land. If you're looking for anything that is residential rental, you would go here, RES rental. Then after that, we have our commercial options. You could do commercial land or industrial, like warehouses and things like that. Improved commercial refers to basically like office space, retail, and business opportunity is basically looking for like a business for sale. You can put businesses for sale on the MLS. So like if you're looking for a daycare or a pizza place, you could always look for businesses here. So in this case, we're gonna go looking for search for a single family home. And if you know the address, you can put it here. So you could put the street number, the direction, and the street name. And if it is on the MLS and if it is active, it'll show up. So that's how you look up if you have the MLS number or if you have the address. But let's assume, and that's probably the chances are, that you might be looking at this video because you just need to do a search for a client to see if there's properties available for what they're looking for. So I'm gonna go straight to the point and get through this video quick. The first thing I want you to focus on is up here on the top right. You have these 3 tabs. You have criteria, you have your map, and then you have your results. We are gonna go through each 3, and we're gonna show you the point of what you do with each of them. So the first tab is the one we're on now, which is the criteria tab. So over here on the criteria tab, number 1, make sure the status of the property you're looking for is active. Active means that it's actively for sale. You can search properties that are coming soon, which means exactly what that is, coming soon. You could search active with contract or pending, which means those properties are already under contract. Active with contract means it's already under contract, but they're still willing to accept an offer. You could also look for closed, canceled, withdrawn, which basically means they're no longer for sale, or the listing has been canceled for whatever reason. But chances are, again, if you're looking at this video, you're looking for active, just properties that are available and you can show them and put an offer on. So definitely make sure that's active. Over here, you're gonna have a what type of property you're looking for. So if you're looking for just single family, you click on single family. Let's say your client says, "Hey, I'm okay with single family or a townhouse." You would click both. You can hold control, or if you're on a MacBook, I think it's command, and you can select both. And then down here, where it says type of property, you can then specify, well, I want single family, townhouse, and villa. Villa is essentially like a one-story townhouse. That's what's considered a villa. So notice that even though up here I have single family, condo, co-op, villa, townhouse selected, I'm only selecting down here single, townhouse, and villa, not condos, because I could select condo if I wanted to, but I don't want condos. In this case, in this example, my client maybe just wants single family or a townhouse. So we're gonna search like that. After that, you have a few other things here: waterfront, yes or no; pool, yes or no. If your client wants a pool, you can put that yes, it has to have a pool. If your client doesn't care, either or, then just leave them blank. After this, you have a few other search criterias here, but typically we don't get into these. These are very, very specific. And one of the things that I want you guys to know is that all the information on the MLS is put up by a realtor, and sometimes it could be inaccurate. So if you get somebody that tells you, well, I want to be in a community that has a clubhouse. Okay, so you're going to say, all right, well, I want my amenities to include a clubhouse. And if for whatever reason the realtor who listed that property forgot to put clubhouse, you're not going to see it in the result. So that's one of those things where you probably don't want to put it as a criteria and then just simply identify if it has that later on. And that goes for anything. That goes for clubhouse. That goes for surprisingly pool. Once in a while, you get a realtor that for some reason doesn't put that there's a pool. And the house has a pool. It's rare, but it does happen. So be careful with those things. So that goes for a lot of things. So don't be super specific sometimes with what you're looking for. It just depends. That varies. Over here in this middle column of the criteria tab, you can put the county. So let's say in this example, we're looking in Broward County. But if you wanted to select multiple counties, you could put Broward and Dade. Okay. Again, hold the control key or command, and then you can select more than one. A lot of these things here, guys: area, municipal code, township range, section, parcel number, where we typically don't search by that unless you know specifically what that is and where you're looking for. You're typically not going to use that for your search. Zip code, maybe, you might have a client that tells you, hey, I want this specific zip code, so you might search by that. Geographic area, again, we don't really get into that too much. The city, yes, you do have clients that'll say, hey, I want this specific city, so let's use Miramar, for example. Okay, another thing that I want you to notice is down here in the bottom left. Okay, down here in the bottom left where you see 228 matches, I want you to pay attention to that, because as I keep adding my criteria, as I keep adding things, my matches are adjusting. So keep an eye on that as you're doing your search. So I'm going to put Miramar, and I went down to 228 matches. Finally, in the last column here of the criteria tab, we're going to go into price. So let's say my client is looking between $450 and $550. So I'm gonna put 550, and sometimes I'll put a little more, because sometimes maybe their dream home is listed at 555, and then because you put 550, you don't get to see that home, and sometimes you could negotiate price. So anything's possible. So so I always go a little bit above what their max price is. So in this case, I'll go 565, from 450 to 565. By the way, if you're not sure what to put or how do you get certain searches or how to input, you click these little question marks here, and this little thing pops up, a little pop-up window, and it shows you examples of how to enter the field here. So for example, if I wanted to show me everything 565,000 or less, you could do 565 minus, or show me everything that's 565,000 and higher, you would do the same thing but plus. So for this video, let's just keep it, show me everything that's 565 or less. And notice here in the bottom left, my matches now, I have 89 matches. So I went down from 200 and something to 89. Bedrooms, let's imagine that they need at least 4 bedrooms. Okay, so I'm going to put 4 plus, because if there's a 5-bedroom out there, they'll probably take a 5-bedroom. So I'm going to put 4 bedrooms or more, and bathrooms 2 or more. And notice now I have 12 matches. So now I've really narrowed it down. And again, so there's other things, garage spaces. If that matters to your client, do they need a garage? Then you're going to want to put that there. Square footage, if they know, hey, I'm looking for a home that is at least of a certain square footage, you can add that there. If you don't know that information or you haven't gotten that deep with the client, then don't, you can leave it blank when doing your search. So all in all, guys, that is the first tab. That is the criteria tab, and we have 12 matches. So now we're going to go to the map tab, and sometimes you might not need to go to the map tab, but let me show you in case you do, and let me show you why it's good. So I'm going to click on map, and you basically get an area of the map. These little green dots represent all the listings that are listed. Okay, the 12 results. So the good thing about here is you can kind of see the area, you can see where they are. You can click on these and it'll give you a little quick picture and some information. And if you want to see further, you could click on the MLS number from here. If you want to see that particular listing, we will eventually on the results tab get to see all of them. But if you want to go real fast from here, you can. The main purpose of the map tab is that it lets you filter by something that the criteria tab doesn't let you. And that is, sometimes you're going to have clients that say, well, listen, I want to be in Miramar, but I want to be west of 441, or I want to be west of 27th Avenue. I don't want to see properties that are east of 27th Avenue. Let's just say that. So the great thing about the map is that you can do a little draw shape. So in this case, let's draw maybe a rectangle, or let's do a polygon. Okay. So I'm going to I click on polygon, and then I then hover over my map, and I know this is 27th Ave is 27th Ave is right here. So I'm going to start by making one click, and then I'm going to move and click here. And then I'm going to just extend this all the way out west, even though there's no results all the way out here, but we'll extend it. Oh, there is one result right here. There you go. And basically I'm just going to make sure that it's only showing results. So I basically clicked around and I connected the polygon by clicking on the initial click. So I have to click around, build it, and finish it by clicking on the final thing. And if you notice, all my results that were over here in this area, they're gone because they're now filtered out. So that is good. That is when you want to use the map. The criteria tab lets you choose a zip code, lets you choose a city. But a lot of times you're going to your clients are going to tell you, well, I want to be in the city or the zip code, but I don't want to be west of this. I don't want to be east of that. Now, let's say your client says, well, listen, I want to be west of 27th Avenue, but I do like Pines Village, for example. Oh, okay, so you like Pines Village. So you can say, well, Pines Village is this little area right here, which is east of 27th. Actually, I think I messed up. Hold on. 27th Avenue is right here. So no big deal. but you can, this shows me an example. So you can click on the little blue line and you could extend it like that. So you got some options there. So let's say, well, I do like the Pines Village neighborhood. Okay, so you could also do another polygon and just highlight the area that is Pines Village. And just click around to build a little polygon shape. And there you go. So now my results are going to be everything west of 27 plus this little area. And you can keep doing that. You could do a little rectangle. Let's say your client likes a very specific small neighborhood. You can just go, okay, I'm going to also add a little square here because my client likes this little area. And it'll show you the results from that little area. So you can keep doing that as you please. Also, going real fast, going back to the criteria tab, just know that you could also add multiple cities as well. So you don't just have to stick to one city, you can add multiple cities. So that is the purpose of the map tab. Okay. Now, by the way, the reason no results are showing here is because I have Miramar selected, and this is technically considered Pembroke Pines. So I'm going to add to my cities so you can see Pembroke Pines, and I'm going to go back to my map and see now I have one little result here in Pembroke Pines. So again, this just, you know, it's very versatile what you can do. Now to finalize it, the final tab, the results tab. And then here's where, let me zoom this out a little bit. Here's where you can see the MLS number. You can see the address, the purchase price. In order to start seeing these properties and start going through them, you click the MLS number and it'll show you the property. And here you go, 2801 Devonwood Avenue. You can see the property here. And you can start, you can click here to look through the pictures. And you can get the information on the property. And I feel like this property has been listed for a while. Yep, it's got a lot of previous history. What you want to do is mess around with this stuff, guys. Click around. You're not going to break anything. Click around, see what things do. If you click on this little icon here that looks like a map, it's going to bring you a map to show you where the property is at. If you click the little globe here, it's going to open up iMap, which is going to give you the property information, who's the homeowner, what is the legal description, the zoning for the property, all these things. So there's a lot of little things here. Eventually, again, this is why you want to do the full training on the MLS. But I hope that this video just kind of shows you how to do a quick, fast search. Here you have the realtor's information and all that stuff. I'm going to do a few other short videos on how to do a safe search and how to do a few different things. But I wanted to at least show you this video on how to do a quick search. By the way, we just did a search for single family, but if you do residential income, residential rental, it's the same stuff. It's the same thing. Criteria, your map tab, your results tab. So that's how you do a search. I hope this video just helped you. Just real quick, do a, on a crunch when you need to learn how to do a fast search, you can do it right through here. So remember, your criteria tab, your map tab, your results. If for some reason you're getting 0 results, something is conflicting. Something is not, something's not adding up. So always keep that in mind, that you might have something that is conflicting on your criteria and your map. So if you're getting 0, or there could be possibly that there's nothing available in your search criteria. So that's always a possibility too. All right, guys. Hope this video helped you. And if you have any questions, as always, reach out to me. We're always here to help you out. Okay. Have a great day.